See, a Florida house looks comfy, right? Especially to a person that might like sleep on a bench. Well, actually, he's taking a break. He probably has a home. But yeah, they look like little comfy homes. I checked the market the other day. I was shocked actually. It was one on the corner of like some street, and it looked so raggedy on one side of the house. And this one obviously does too. It's like it needs a new roof and everything. In fact, it looks like they might have taken off the roof and that's a subroofing. Unless that's like a concrete roof or something, or a flat roof material. But I was shocked at the interior. It had like this floor to ceiling fireplace and like wood beams inside of it. But the outside looked like this house on one corner, but it was a little bit, it was like the size of these two houses together basically. And it was like curve or something, but it was a curve between the one end and the second end. But on the bus stop, this is the side that you saw. So I'm currently at the Coconut Grove station. Waiting on the 22 to get to where I'm going. I might walk instead. I could use the exercise. So, yeah, but this like the homes they look comfy. One thing I do not like about Florida though is, by the way, Tallahassee is the capital, and they have a very unique Capitol building structure there in Tallahassee. If you want to check that out in your own research studies, students. If I may, I could be a teacher next year after getting my degree. But yeah, I probably won't teach. But anyways, I do have a teachy personality, so I always teach in some way, some form. Even through my company, I share information. There's more information than has been attained, so I don't get worried about, it being stolen or anything like that. Like I did. Different people see different things different ways. Like some people see the cup half full, some people see the cup half empty. There's negative charges, there's positive charges, there's protons, the elements of an atom, the tiniest structure of nature and of reality includes protons, the positive charge, neutrons, the negative charge, and electrons, the neutral charge. And depending on the substance or the mixture of protons to electrons or neutrons makes the substance or the isotope or the chemical or whatever, the element. Anyways, so it is what it is. But anyways, there's more knowledge than has been attained by any race or any human, so I don't get worried. In fact, I think that people wasting their life lose money by not researching and reaching their full potential, and I hope that we're at a turn in society now where a larger percentage of the population, including all ethnicities and races, sexual orientations, and genders, disability status, or any type of non-discriminatory factor, will really tap into the power of education and or the lack thereof in order to gain education and then share education, and so that we can be a richer society on the whole. Anyways, but about this real estate, that's for lease. Yeah, but this obviously could use a roof, a power wash. I don't know the structure of the longevity of the elements, the exterior. If I may use a recent architectural term, not that it's new, the building envelope, the connection of the exterior to the interior of the structure, the building envelope. So I don't know the building envelope's status. However, I don't want to make too many assumptions because I could be wrong. But it's obviously livable. I guess someone lives there. Um, but this home on the other end looks, a little more obviously, a person likes a lot of privacy. They have vented and closed blinds, as does this house. Maybe they are night people versus day people or something. And this yellow house on the corner. So these houses actually are using different asphalt colors. It is common, the clay structure. And this one, I was gonna say, it looks like a subroof. So it doesn't look, it looks like the asphalt structure has been ripped off. Unless that's concrete, because concrete roofs kind of look like that, but there is like concrete towels, and I don't see the towel mark. So, but that's a brown asphalt. That's a light gray asphalt, and this is like a reddish, tannish asphalt. Obviously, that building has a flat roof, as does the one that the building that belongs to the city behind me, which is the the county, Miami-Dade County Metro. And this, about the Capitol, one thing I'll give you a hint, but you have to do your own research, students, is that you will find that it's built in the international style versus a contemporary brick style building. It's international style. There's one of the free trolleys for Miami. So that one also has a flat roof. And then there's different, well, I said I'm teachy, and you will find, excuse any subjectivity of some of the think tank entries. I'm still hoping that one day God will open up the doors so that I will have an interactive think tank so that everybody can come in and talk about whatever they want to talk about, whether it be work, job, lack of money, and hook up with somebody that has money or has the knowledge and talk it out till you get it done. So anyways, yeah, I do teach that some roofing knowledge from my learning. I share that, what I've learned, with you. So the bugs here are different. So yeah, I don't know if it's EPDM or what type of roofing it is with the flat roofing, but yeah, that's interesting. A house, right? Palm tree, and then I don't know if that's a cedar or some type of exotic palm. Oh, look, it's the queen palm or the king palm. They look kind of similar, but the other day we titled it the GIRIBA. Yeah, the Jiriba palm. That one has a star carved in it. You see it right there? Okay, so anyways, yeah. That's either the queen, it's also called the queen palm or the king palm. It looks similar. But they only, as I mentioned in the other video, again, only grow to 50 feet versus the Mexican fan palm, which can grow to 100 feet. So twice the height of that. And oftentimes when they do get to 100 feet, either they cut them, but you can see some 100 feet palms around here, and as well as in Los Angeles and probably other cities, mostly in like Miami and Los Angeles. You will see some around town in certain places. The really tall ones that have grown full height. I think they grow, I researched, they grow 4 feet a year. Some of them, I think these might grow 2 to 3 feet per year. So if you plant one, and I don't know if they require a tropical climate, which The humidity here in Florida being subtropical or tropical here in Miami, the humidity is a little bit heavier year-round than a lot of other places. I can't say all of the other places simultaneously or consecutively because, well, I could say them consecutively, but because, which would be like in an order, one after the other, after the other, after the other, such as in a line, because some of them, like the temperature in North Dakota is different than the temperature in North Carolina, but like for example, LA having a Mediterranean climate is kind of similar to this with the palms, but the difference is like there's 2 or 3 months in Los Angeles that you won't get a drop of rain. And it's like when you do feel a drop, it's such a tiny drop, and it's only that one the entire 3 months. And it's weird. It's like, did water just fall off the roof or something? Because it doesn't rain for like 3 months, but then it rains heavy when it does start raining. Versus here in Miami, it does rain all year long. I mean, not the entire year, thankfully. We have like a week without rain, but it's supposed to rain all week this week, actually. Today is the exception. It doesn't start till 5 p.m. and it will rain for 4 hours. According to the forecast, hopefully the forecast here is correct. Last week it was a little bit off. But it's supposed to rain 4 hours today, 5 to 9 p.m. 30% chance, 40% chance, hopefully. But then the rest of the week is supposed to rain like all day long, kind of like Tuesday through Saturday before it doesn't rain. So, and then I don't know the percentages on that. So you can like Google students. You can Google rain in Miami for this week to find out that. In fact, you want to understand differing climates, differing weather patterns. Another weather pattern that's different is, for example, London, whose year-round pattern is constantly low of 50, high of 70 all year round. So like that's a whole different weather pattern. Like here it's 85, it'll probably be 85 degrees today, or it was 85 yesterday. And that's year round, January through December. That's what makes this tropical climate. And it does not get cold here, for example. But I will say the wind factor does cool it off each day, and I'll share a little more information for you that may need a review on what the wind is and how it works. The hot air, students, actually expands and rises, and then the cool air that rushes in after the rise is the wind factor that occurs. So that's the coolness that you feel. So that happens here every day. So even though it's 85 degrees, there will be winds that kind of cool it off a little bit. So it's not like this constant heat on you all day long, like sunny California might be during those 3 months that it doesn't rain. But they have, closer to the ocean, they have on the cliff coasts of California, there is wind, and sprinkle of the ocean is there as well. Versus like a Russian, the temperatures in Moscow or the temperatures in desert areas like Las Vegas, where it's 113 last time I was there. I will say that the ants here that run around are similar. They run around at similar speed as the ones in Vegas. They run really, really fast, and it's weird because they'll stop for a second. They'll run, they'll stop. They'll run, they'll stop. They'll run, they'll stop. They'll run, they'll stop. And then, but like in North Carolina, they run fast, slightly slower, but not slow. It's like they're still fast. They're worker ants, but you can see them. They run in like straight lines, and it seems like they're working on something. But versus this circular, like faster, like pattern or something that the ants do here. I'm surprised I don't see any here actually, because they're usually all over. guess Coconut Grove is the exception. But yeah, back to the point. We're gonna put a point on this, even though I'm doing a slightly random talk. Yes, God is random sometimes. God is random. So I don't know that bird call. I won't say, like, I don't have my bird call app up, so I can't say it's like the northern cardinal, like I was experiencing a lot, or like a robin or something, like I was experiencing a lot sometimes there in North Carolina before I left. But I will. There it is. There's a bird. So, but I do know that, like, again, in this tropical climate, like there's a green bird that I see in South Beach. I don't know if it's like some type of parakeet, or I don't know if it's an invasive species, or if it's natural to this area. But they fly in there it is. They fly in like packs of 5 in the palm trees there of South Beach. And there's a bird. But you hear it, right? Think of the scripture that says, don't worry about, dressing. I'm summarizing. Don't worry about what you'll wear or what you'll eat. Even the Father in heaven dresses the bird so beautifully, or it's, whatever, I'm paraphrasing. Well, if he dresses the bird, the sparrow, so beautifully, won't he take care of you? So, Birdman and Toni Braxton, did they get married? Look, there's a bug. I knew it was coming. There's a mosquito.